I am at the graveyard. Quiet, peaceful, away from the world. You can say, what if the world was like this? You know, be careful what you ask for, because you can just imagine yourself being right here. Everything and everyone is gone, and it's just you. You know, it's just you. How would you do? Me being honest, I wouldn't mind one bit, because as quiet as it is, no one to nitpick, no one to judge, no one to talk, no one to compete with when you're not competing. Life is not a game. You know, it's not a game. And when you out here struggling for your life, a lot of people see you struggling and they still playing with you. You know, they see your position, they see that you stressed, depressed, you ain't got nothing good for going in your life, but y'all got everything good going in your life. It's easy for y'all to go out here and buy this. It's easy for y'all to go out here and do this. But y'all don't care about the people that's walking, and it's hard for them to do what they got to do, yet you're looking at them equally, treating them equally, but in a different position. Equally as in worldly, financially. Y'all treating us like we got it, but y'all see our position. Why are you competing with the person you're supposed to be helping? You know? Why are you competing with somebody that's struggling? And then you turn away and you smile like it's funny. Like it's a game. You're competing. The jealousy stuff got to stop. Especially when you're in a work environment. Why are you competing and why are you jealous of somebody who's on a lower level than you? And all they're asking for is your help, and all you're trying to do is constantly torment them. Constantly. This person may look like they feel like they, no, I mean, they may look like, okay, they look like what they look like, where they at. You know, and you're thinking, oh, they look bad, they think they better than me. Wake up. That's all I got to tell you. Wake up. Where are you? And where are they? You're competing with someone who is genuinely coming to you and asking for help. What are you doing but torturing them to the point where help is not enough? Where they can't even ask anymore. You know? And it's sad. How do I feel right now in this moment? I feel good. And I feel at peace from them. I'm trying to get up on my feet at the lowest place in this world. And I'm already down. I'm already low. And all they do is keep kicking you and kicking you and kicking you. Like they want you there forever. As if you're in your deathbed. They're wishing death upon you. Why? You know, you can have anything you want right now. And I can't say the same for myself. You want something to drink? You want to go out there and spend a whole night dancing in the clubs, doing all that extra stuff? You ain't got no kids, and even if you do, you know, you got everything is good. Everything is laid out for you. But then you're picking on someone that is already at the bottom, and they don't have that freedom that you have. They have you, people like you, tormenting them and torturing them every single day. And you still constantly want your way because it's never enough. And you wonder why they look good or they seem like they, you know, better than you. It's because you're not around to torment them. You're not around to constantly pick at them. You're not around to make them feel bad. But when you come into the situation, and they already know when you come into the situation, you're not helping them. Honestly, they don't think they're better than nobody else. They're just trying to live. They're trying to get by. They're reaching out and asking for help constantly. That's all they can do. But if it's through you, I'd rather not. You know? It's crazy out there. Talking to the deceased right now is like freaking. It's like talking to plants. You know, they may be stones, but they're really plants because their bodies is underground, and then they're flourishing from beneath, and they're one with the earth. You know, it's more peaceful being here than being in the garden. You know, you get irritated at the bugs because the people is acting like the bugs picking at you. It's like, dang, can I get some peace? Forget justice. Can I get some peace? Just leave me alone. That's my justice from y'all is peace. Silence. Let me be. And this is the only place you are ever going to get that peace. The only place you are ever going to get that peace. Because even the animals going to stir something up in you. Even the bugs is going to bite at you. But it's nice here. It's really nice. Ain't nobody going to come in here and just, you know, run through the graveyard. That's one thing a lot of people won't do. They ain't gonna come follow you into the graveyard. They like, hold up, why you in there? What you in there for? Yeah. So I have this. And this is World First Smart Screen Boost Normal Soft. Those are the different functions. It's called Spaceman Nebula 25K plus 25,000 plus for $10. If you don't believe me, boom, $10. The sweetness is 1 star. And the coolness is 3 stars. I wonder what that means. Oh, you can lock it. Finally got one that can lock. But 25,000 bucks, I don't be wanting that much. Like, please just give me like, I'd be cool with like 2,000. For $10, 20,000 for $10. Are you kidding me? But yeah. So the flavor that I got was, what flavor is this? Dual meshed. And they said it's like a minty flavor. You be surprised where the world pulls you, because where you are is exactly where they want you. They will make sure you stay right there. Also, it's off, so it's a couple different functions down here. Um, I don't even know. Oh, I just turned it on. So this is normal mode. Yes, it's the smart screen. Press Prism Mint. I get it. Okay. Nebula. I remember Nebula. It got like, okay, so it looked like a little phone. Because it got the little battery percentage over here, and then it got the little, how much is it? Like, it got the battery percentage, and then it got the percentage of the nicotine. Nebula. I remember watching this, I used to watch, Zoe. No, it wasn't Zoe. It was, what the heck was her called? What was her name? I used to watch some movie, and it was outer space, and they had like a spacecraft out there. They would come to Earth and visit, like I think they would come to school on Earth, and then they would go back to their spaceship. Selena, it was a spirit of Selena up there that the girl was fascinated with. Xeon, or I think it was Xeon or something like that. I don't know. But she had her best friends. They wore these like they had the weirdest styles ever. Like, they had like different hairstyles. It's like styles you wouldn't see on Earth. You could tell they was from space, but that was one of my favorite movies. It was so different. But that's what I think their spacecraft was called Nebula. So let's see what prison mint tastes like. Mm. This is a reflection moment. Like, even though you out there with all those people can be just like this. All those people can be just like this. You out there with all of them, and they just like this. You know, stone cold, soul gone, and just sitting there. And you're the only one talking. You're the only one speaking out, and you're the only one yelling, and they can't hear you, because they're stones. They're stones. You know, you can be like this, or you can be like that. You know, alive and well, or stone cold. You're there, but no one's listening to you, because this is what it is. But what the illusion is the cars moving, the sounds of the cars, the sounds of them talking, the sound of the laughter, the sound of the, you know, just the sounds. That's the illusion. And that's the distraction, because it's a distraction from what's real. You know, this is where we are. These are the people. These are the people. And this is where, and this is, you know, this is basically what it is. You can't get through to them because they've been gone a long time ago. The one day the lady said, when I asked for the other lady, she was like, she's not home. I'm like, what? What are you talking about? She's not home. That's exactly what she meant. She's not home. She's not there, you know? And you wonder why people don't care. It's heartbreaking. They don't care. There's no caring bone in their body. All they want to do is take from you what's given to you. You know? If a person is nice to you, they run over there and they try to get in the way of that. A person looks at you and they run over there and try to get in the way of that. Even if they got a man at home or a husband at home, they spouses don't matter. They can care less about their significant others because they want. Why? That's the question. Why do you want what's worse for me if you already got all that you need and all that you could ever want? Because it's never enough because you don't have God in your life. That's why. And you're hungry. You're hungry. Nothing is enough. You're trying to block every blessing physically. You know, God is like the rainbow. You can't touch this promise. You can't touch this blessing. Just see your blessing as that rainbow. Yet, you can't touch that. But as long as they can make you think that they can, they're going to keep tossing that football, and they're going to they're going to get you to perceive your blessing of that rainbow as that football, and they're going to objectify it so that they can touch all over it. And they can hurt your feelings, and they don't care how much your feelings are hurt, because at the end of the day, they're this. They're stone cold. The hard part is becoming just like that. Becoming just like that. One day, you'll see yourself just like that. And you'll be like, hold up. This is me. I'm talking, you know? But I'm just as cold as they are. I'm no different than the rest of them. You know? I'm no different from the rest of them. What happened to me? This is what they made of you. This is what they want you to. This is what they want you to want to make of you. They want to make you into that stone, so that you're no different than them. And when you're no different than them, then what? Then the only thing that comes for you will be for them. And that's what matters to them. That's all that matters to them. Because they don't want you to be any different. Because if you're different, they won't be different. They can't be different. They can't feel different. If you're that tree over there and they're these stones, they looking up at you like, take a piece off of me and throw it at that tree. That's just what it is. I am sitting on a tree trunk. This tree trunk. So yeah, with that being said, I get back at y'all later. And just think about what I said. And maybe this was a word for me as well. No matter how bad they are to you, just reflect and sometimes just think of them as these stones. You know, you can only do so much. If you can't break through, don't try to. Don't waste your strength and your energy trying to get through a stone or a rock. What is that going to do to you? It's going to hurt you more. It's going to hurt you more. It's going to hurt you trying to get through to a stone or a rock. Do what you can and don't stress yourself out about them. Because at the end of the day, they're stones. Continue to be that tree and continue to absorb all that light that you can. You know, stay strong. Stay full of life. You know. And don't let them take your peace. Don't. That's just what they are. You know. I don't see them any differently than what's right here. The only problem is they make too much noise. That's the illusion. The illusion is the distraction of what it really is. You know, see past the noise and see it for really what it really is. See past the noise and see it for what it really is. And if they're too loud for you, go to a place where you know they won't even bother you. You know.